I've had a couple of poorly performing videos lately, and hopefully that's going to change today. Morning everybody, welcome back to the channel. You joined me today back at Sevenoaks Wildlife Reserve. It's been a few months since I've been here, I think. 4, 5, something like that. Anyway, that being said, my last 2 or 3 videos haven't performed very well at all, and I do think I've worked out why. Now, I've said before, I love this process, and I do it for me because I love it. Excuse me, I love all aspects of it, the photography, the editing, the B-roll, and I think that's been my problem. I think I enjoy it so much that, sorry, I'm just having a look around, that I've included too much B-roll, and I've sort of lost the essence of what the video is about, or should be about. Anyway, I intend to redress that today and make a better video by changing the format slightly and leaving a lot of the B-roll out. It's been blown out here, I think. Let me turn the camera a bit. That's better. Yeah, so slightly different format today, hopefully producing a better video, but stick around and see if you like the new format. I'm just going down towards Carter Hyde now, so hopefully it won't be too busy, and hopefully the kingfishers are around. Right, I've had about 3/4 of an hour in Carter Hyde. Couldn't do any vlogging, unfortunately, because there was 4 people in there. So, but I was rewarded with the kingfisher. So I got a bit of video and a couple of shots. So I'll put them up now so you can see. I'm currently walking round the side of North Lake, which is where Carter Hyde looks out on, and I'll show you in just one second, just coming up to it, but it's where they've got a small heronry, and it's only just off the, it's only about sort of 20-25 feet. I'm getting blown out here. Let me try the other camera. Right, the island in the middle there is where they nest, and sometimes, I don't think there's one currently, but sometimes they nest in that side one as well, but I don't think there's, I think that's probably disappeared, but there are 2 or 3 in the middle there. Obviously empty this time of year, but I've had some good shots here in the past. Right, making my way around to the next one, which is Willow Hyde. Right, the Tuesday curse continues. There are photographers down here. I didn't engage with them because obviously, you know, you tend to sit there in silence. So I don't know if it was a club, but anyway, it meant no vlogging, I'm afraid. There was an awful lot happening there. I did get a couple of shots, nice shots I'm really happy with, of a little egret. He was sitting on a tree in the island, water level very low, but yes, I'm pleased with them. And I also got northern lapwing. Quite pleased with that as well. So yeah, I was saying the vlogging's suffering this morning because there's many people around, but I can't complain. I'm getting some nice shots, so happy with that. So I'm doubling back, because if you carry on round that path, there's no more hides. You go right round the top of the lake of East Lake, which is the biggest one. But I'm doubling back and going to Tyler Hide, which has got the the reputation of being one of the coldest places on earth. It really is quite, I don't know, it's quite high, yeah, insofar as it's on a mound, but and it's open, you know, there's no door on it, and it does get cold. It does get cold. There shouldn't be an issue at the moment, of course, but anyway, I'm going to have a wander up there. There's a lot of wading action up there, wader action up there normally, but they do tend to be quite distant. The island, or 2 or 3 islands that they congregate, are quite away from the hide, and you can't really get, I mean, if you walk around the side, to an extent you can get a side shot. It's not a very good view, and to be honest, you're not any closer really. So, but anyway, we'll go and have a nose in there and see if I'm able to vlog in there. But failing that, so I'll get some shots. Just to give you a bit of history to the place, it used to be a gravel pit many years ago, and it was rewilded to form this nature reserve, and I have to say it is beautiful here. This place will always deliver something. It might not necessarily be the kingfisher or things like that, the charismatic birds, but you'll always get gulls, geese. More often than not, you'll get a heron. You know, there's lots here. The lapwings are normally here. You don't, again, because they congregate on that island, you don't always get good shots. And because the place is busy, the songbirds tend to be a bit more tolerant of people, so you can get some nice shots. And I think in a previous video here I got a lovely shot, a couple of shots of a female blackcap. Fun enough, I've never had a decent shot of a male blackcap, but the female was nice. But anyway, let's carry on, get to Tyler Hide and see what I can see from there. Right, I think this place must be bugged. Just come out of Tyler Hide, incidentally didn't get anything in there, and the weirdest thing, there's a guy and a woman in there, she's on her phone, he's working on a laptop right in the prime viewing window. But you know, it's a public place, I suppose. Don't understand people that want to come in there and work rather than actually watch the wildlife, but each to their own, I suppose. Anyway, just coming up the path, and this bird flew across. I was just about to do a bit of the camera, and bird flew across, and I thought, oh, I'll have a look, see what that was. Not a very big bird. And guess what? A female blackcap again. Not the cleanest shot, because it was it was right up against the tree canopy, but it's nice and sharp, I think. But isn't that weird? I think that's the second one, certainly the second one I've taken a photograph of, and the second one I think I've ever seen, both here. Now I didn't get any footage because I say it just flew off and I wasn't prepared. I snapped off a couple of shots, but then it was off, so, but I'll put them up and see what you think of them. Right, I'm going to walk around the side of East Lake up towards Eric Sutton Hide. Now, excuse me, it's quite a nice hide, but I rarely get anything up there. The wildlife, for some reason, best known to itself, tend to congregate down the bottom end. They do go at the top end on occasion, but if they do, it's mostly the geese, grey lag and Canada. But it's just, I don't know. I'll say wildlife does what wildlife wants to. But anyway, there is a hide before that called Kingfisher Hide. Strangely enough, I've never seen a kingfisher from there, and I don't know anybody that has. And it's a little, it's like a 8x6 shed or something. It's very small, very pokey. It's even got a baffle in it, which makes it even smaller. And I've never got anything there, so I shall skip that and go up to Eric Sutton Hide. Now there used to be one above it, strangely enough, called Tower Hide. I've never been in it because it's always been closed off as unsafe, and now it's been demolished. I say pity that, because that would have given you a better vantage point, being higher. But c'est la vie. Anyway, have a wander up to Sutton Hide. I won't. There is one above that called Ray Slingsby Hide. Again, it's not a place I've had a lot of luck. So, if there's nothing doing from Sutton Hide, there'd be no point in going up to Slingsby Hide, because they look over the same sort of area but from a slightly different angle. So, but anyway, let's go and have a look, see if my roll continues with luck. Well, this is a bit more like it. I've finally got a hide I can do a bit of vlogging in. And I've only just started because there were 2 women photographers here when I got here, and they've since left. I've already got a couple of shots of an oyster catcher, first time I've ever seen them, and down here I've got what I believe is a female tufted duck. So yeah, happy. Well, not been a bad day so far. I've enjoyed it, and I've got some stuff to show for it. And hopefully, when I put it all together, the new format will be a bit more pleasing. I have to say I'm not happy with the exposure compensation on this, so I might have to treat myself to something a bit more it gives more professional results. Anyway, I'm wandering back down now towards Tyler Hyde, and I might well do the circuit again. But as I say, it is busy. I mean, obviously I'm not recording when there's people around, but there's plenty of people walking around as well. Although this area does tend to be a bit quieter, they do tend to walk more up the other end. But anyway, onwards and upwards. Right, I've come back down now. I'm going to go backwards. I'm going to go to Willow Hyde. I did stick my head in Tyler Hyde on the way down, but the guy and this woman are still there. But hopefully Willow Hyde will be empty, and I can show you the view from Willow Hyde, and show you a bit of what this place is about. Right, fortunately Willow Hyde is now empty, so I'm able to show you some views of the place and see what you think. I'm going round back to Carter Hyde. Oh, this camera keeps blowing out. Now see, look, dear me. Right, going back round to Carter Hyde, and where I've got the kingfisher. You never know. You never know, it might be empty. But we'll see. Right, I'm back in Carter Hyde, and I've got it to myself. Now that tree there was where I got the kingfisher earlier on. Doesn't appear to be around at the moment. But yes, covered in a lot of algae and seed and all that, the water. But let me turn the camera a little bit and I'll show you over there. You can see over there on the scrape there. There's still a few birds over there. Can't really make out where they are from here, but they're quite happy there. And so those trees there is where the herons nest. Right, I think that's my time here done. I've had a quick couple of hours. It's been really enjoyable. I've got quite a few nice shots, I think, and hopefully when I put all this together you'll agree that this is a better video than the last two or three. As I say, like I said in the beginning, I do it for me, and I love it, but I'd be a liar if I said I didn't want some views out of it. I want people to enjoy watching it as much as I enjoy making it. But anyway, we'll see. So, as I said, I'm going to wrap this up now, head back to the car, and go and get some dinner. So, I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, give it a thumbs up. And I'll see you on the next one. Stay safe out there.